Can you explain me what is gigs so that even a 10-year-old kid can understand what you are doing?
In simplest word, the gigs is an AI-driven freelancing ecosystem, not just another marketplace, where the freelancers can connect with the aspiring clients, those who are willing to pay for their skills.
So, how did you get the idea for gigs?
So I was a freelancer 2 years back. I was a graphic designer freelancer. I used to do graphic designing, illustration work for clients. But I have faced many issues. Means I have been scammed by freelancers, and then I realized that this is a pain problem, and I'm not alone. So we decided to solve this with the help of AI. We understand the crowd, we understand the market, and on that experience, we build the gigs. The base, what we are saying, the basic pillar of the gigs was first we experience the complete market, we leave the pain problem, and then we start executing the thing.
So, what you were doing before you started this venture? Like, were you working on a job or were you a college student? Like, what you were doing?
Okay, so I'm a college student. I'm a college student in from MIT Pune, and I have been working in the freelancing. I'm in the freelancing sector since 3 years, 3 to 4 years. And apart from this, I am running a NASA Space Apps. I am a lead of NASA Space Apps Hackathon, and I know how to build a community. I'm a community builder, and I have a keen interest in space exploration, working on some good projects with ISRO in AI development and their rocket engines. So this thing I used to do in my past times.
Who were there in your founding team? Like, how many people were there in your team initially?
But first step you have to start with is maybe it is a lonely process. We started as a one single person, and today we are a team of 13 people.
So, you should have come across a lot of ideas, right? Why did you choose GIGZS is the platform which I should be working on?
I have faced the problem. I have lead the problem, and I personally experienced the thing, how cluttered and how disturbed the market is, and that's why I decided let's start with this problem. Let's start building with this, and then I decided to move to the AI thing because the AI trend is coming. The market is switching more toward AI rather than SaaS or any typical kind of tech. The new tech is emerging. Whenever the market switch, the new opportunities comes. So that's why we selected AI startup, a gigs and AI ecosystem.
When did you seriously start working on this?
On from day one, in numbers, we have started the working from gigs in 2023.
How did you find your first users? I mean, your first customers. How did you approach them?
For every entrepreneur or every startup owner, the first problem or first obstacle is that to sign in, to onboard, to use, to bring the first user. I still remember that we struggle a lot while building gigs. Those were the days, and every startup goes through that phase. It took 6 to 7 months to get our first user. We were pivoting many times to get our first user. We pivot many times. It is not good for a startup to pivot at initial stage. You stick with one problem. This is the mistake which I made. I always suggest the early startup owner to not to do that. Don't pivot fast. First, test your first idea, test your first prototype, and then start pivoting. Because pivoting bring you a lot of confusion, lot of discussion, and pivoting is a risky process.
And you should have got many ideas, right? What made you to believe that this idea will work?
The potential of idea completely depends on the execution of a owner. Startups never fail, ideas never fail. Sometimes founders fail. Founders fail, that's why startups fail. That's the simple thing which I used to believe firmly. Uh, so ideas are never bad. Execution is the key and founder is the key. There is a one simple equation. More painful the problem is, more difficult, more people are facing that pain. If the pain is severe, then there are many chances of growing. I have recently have a meeting with one of a client, and he simply said that you can grow by just two factors: opportunity and pain. That's the thing. We are an opportunity startup. We help freelancers to get more opportunities. We did some basic calculation, we did some basic market research, and on that basis, we start developing and start working on the gigs.
Yes, sir. So before the official launch of GIGZS, Did you raise any funds or get any loans?
We haven't took any loan. We haven't raised any fund. We are a bootstrap startup.
Did you hire any coder to build your platform?
What I follow, the complete process which I follow is that first of all, I come up with the idea. I came up with the idea and then I pitch this same idea. I sell the dream to some dreamer. Dreamer in the sense some coder, some part of the. First, I shortlisted and listed down how many people I will require for developing the complete platform. Developer, a tester, a debugger, a cybersecurity expert, and AI developer. I shortlist these people. I personally call them. I pitch them. Basically, I sell a dream to them that we are going to change and revolutionize the freelancing market. This is a cluttered market. I made them believe that the pain problem is crucial. It is a painful thing. So even they realize that yes, the problem is painful. So I convinced them to work for me, and they work with me and develop the gigs along with me. I have a proper dedicated team. I don't know how to do coding, but I know how to do the work, how to get work done from those who know coding.
You mentioned like you convinced few people, few coders to join your team, right? Where did you find them? Like, how did you approach them?
Through mutuals, through mutual connections, LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the basic source of getting high skilled and good people. Instagram, social media. Social media is the basic thing which I where I got this kind of contact, and through mutual connections.
And how did you manage the legal and compliance part, like registering the company?
Initially, we don't have a much fund for hiring a CA or one who knows the legal or any lawyer. We registered to the Razorpay Rice program. There is a program in Razorpay Rice program, uh, where you can register your company. Where Razorpay Rice will help you and assist you for registering company. That's a good thing. It's a good initiative by Razorpay.
So, did you follow any fixed timeline for the execution of gigs?
So first of all, I came up with the idea, and then I start developing a prototype. After prototyping, I start testing, beta testing. Beta testing, I test this idea with 10 freelancers. I test this idea with 10 freelancers, two clients, and then I got approval. And then I got the feedback. On that feedback, I iterate. After that iterating, I pitch this idea to another 20 to 30 people. After iterating again, means it was a long journey. And then I decided to launch the complete startup in 2025. It has a special reason. I want to share that reason with you. Uh, the thing is that whenever there is a switch in the market, whenever there is market switch, there are the huge opportunity for a startups to grow. Let's take an example of Mama Earth. Mama Earth, you have heard about Mama Earth. It's a leading cosmetic brand. So during that period, Mama Earth was a small startup, and its biggest competitor was Unilever. In shops, usually you can see the Fair and Lovely and Ponds and every kind of thing of product of Unilever, but you will never see a Mama Earth product. And then e-commerce switch happened. Amazon and Facebook entered in the market. And after that, Mamaearth immediately switched into e-commerce. They saw the opportunity. Unilever took 10 years to switch into e-commerce market, while Mamaearth just did within a month. And the switch made the Mamaearth a billion-dollar company. Billion-dollar company. Whenever that's the thing. Whenever there is a switch in the market, you can observe and you can notice that there are many big startups emerging. This is the period. 2025 and 2026 is the period where the market is switching. AI wave is coming. A recession is hitting, and I think this is the best time for the AI startups or some tech tech-enabled startups to grow. And through your channel and whoever the audience you have, I can clearly say that this is the opportunity for the tech startup, AI startups to grow, because you will regret it after years that why should I have left the 2025 and 2026 period, because after this many big giants will equip with AI and they will not give the space to you to grow. In 10 years, gigs will be a multi-dollar company.
Was gigs your first idea, or did you have any ideas before?
Gigs is not my first idea. I have been working with two to three startups before it, and this is not my first idea.
Did you raise any funding before?
No, not yet.
Have you ever thought to give up during your journey?
Many times. many times.
Did your college degree really help you as a founder?
No,
Who's the one founder you inspire the most?
it's very tricky question. It's Peter Thiel's.
And if you are not building gigs today, what you will be working on?
I will be working on my space startup.
And what's the biggest myth people believe about building startups?
The biggest myth, you cannot grow without investments.
And what's the one advice which you would give for all young people today?
Make a strong team. This team will decide your venture.
And what's the one big mistake you did?
I pivot a lot. While building the gigs, I pivot a lot. Pivoting is not a bad thing, but it should be understand by a founder when and how you should pivot.